What's up, y'all? How y'all doing? I'm O Sounds, and this is Eats4Beats. And welcome to Eats4Beats Artist Mukbang. We got Fall of Rome in the house. Everybody give a warm welcome. How you feeling today?
I'm feeling magnificent.
Oh man, I'm so happy that you're here.
Happy to be here.
Chef Fatty prepared
This is
a fine dish. Can you let the Eats4Beats audience know what did you prepare today, Chef Fatty?
Okay, so in front of you, you have fried snapper,
Wow.
sauteed green beans, roasted potatoes, and a pot of lime-scented rice. And in the center is like a mix of a chamula sauce, which is usually made with parsley, but it's spinach with a mix of like my mixtures and my special seasonings and things.
Chef Fatty's real secretive with her ingredients, so.
Because they try to duplicate, but it's
Yeah,
gotta put a patent on it.
yes, absolutely.
But that's what we call Fatty Island.
Fatty Island. This is Fatty Island.
Dope.
I'm
Nice
ready.
color. It has nice color.
Yeah, I'm ready to
let's
just
put
dig in. Yeah, so I'm just gonna grab this nice piece. Oh wow, they got the peppers.
Oh yeah,
pretty.
start with the peppers and onions.
That's the whole fish. I'm gonna eat the eyes. You eat the eyes?
I'll pass on that.
Oh come on now. I went to this restaurant called Nafisa's, and they had deep fried the whole fish. I ate the eyes. The eyes was amazing.
Yeah, you do. I mean, you got that one. I don't know about eating the eyes, man.
She get on my nerves. She does.
For me?
Yeah, she ate both of the eyes.
Nice and crunchy.
This is great.
Okay, Chef Fatty.
This is excellent.
Yeah.
Oh sure.
This is excellent.
I had to use my hands for this. I forgot. Snapper got a little bone in it.
Yeah, make sure you eat carefully because there's a lot of bones in there.
Forgot.
Caution.
Well, at least you know it's not a fake fish. You know what I'm saying?
Pepper's sweet. Really
Oh,
good.
I ain't trying to pepper.
They had whole tilapia in the market.
They had whole tilapia in the market.
That yeah, I've never seen it.
There's some potatoes.
The whole fucking tilapia. So Fall of Rome. Producer, artist, MC, creator, entrepreneur. How you get your start in the music industry and being a part of hip hop?
Man, how did I get my start? I think it was kind of bred into me, because I had older sisters and that's what they did. They listened to a lot of hip hop. And growing up, my beginnings started in Philly. You know what I mean? There's a lot of block parties, a lot of basement parties. That type shit, and the energy. You know what I'm saying? You can't duplicate that energy, man. You know what I'm saying? I love music, and that is just it's. To be honest, it's been a love-hate relationship. You know what I mean? Like it hasn't been all good, but I still pursued it. Right now, I go to Full Sail University.
Oh, nice.
For audio production, audio
Okay.
engineering.
Yeah.
And because I've been chasing this dream for so long, and it was just like I wanted to be taken serious. I wanted to take myself serious.
Yeah.
Because 1 minute I'm doing it, then the next minute, I'm finding myself being weighed down by different things in life. So I ended up one of the things that I ended up doing was I ended up writing for a magazine called Murder Dog Magazine, based out of Vallejo, California.
Nice. What year was this?
This was like 2010.
Okay,
It
nice.
was like 2010.
Yeah.
And that really opened up my eyes to a lot of things. Opened up a lot of opportunities. I was the first person. To put Capone and Noriega in that magazine.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Hey.
Nice.
And
I fucks with Nori. I watch Drink Champs and everything.
Yeah. That's the homie.
I love it. Yeah.
That's the homie.
That's
I mean,
what's up.
that interview's on YouTube, but I don't really particularly like my interviews. I don't really watch them, because you know I tend to critique myself too much. It's like, oh, why did I say that? And I can't really enjoy it because I spend so much time critiquing it. But that was a really great experience. And the brothers showed a lot of love because that was based out of the West Coast, and we had to bring it over here.
Yeah.
So the homie Pone, he gave me that my first opportunity to make a start. Him and Nor.
Wow.
So we went up to what was that, Manhattan, and we did the interview, and it was great. Full production, full blast.
Hey.
Nice team and everything. And from there, it pretty much just took off. I started going to the record labels and stuff, and just doing a whole bunch of other interviews, and just getting more rooted into the culture of hip hop.
Wow.
And I'm trying to think of I gotta tell y'all a funny story that happened with me and when I went to go see Snoop.
Oh shit.
I went to go see Snoop one day. My uncle hits me up. He's like, because he knows I've been doing music for a while and everything. This over at Drexel. So my uncle, he's like, yo man, he's like, you wanna come see Snoop? He's like, in a couple days he's gonna be up at Drexel. I'm like, hell yeah.
Oh
nigga,
shit.
You ain't gotta ask me twice. I'm already there. So he's like, it's just one thing. It's just one catch. He's like, for you to get back there and meet him and everything, you gotta dress up as one of the employees.
Oh shit. So you had to go incognito.
I had to go incognito, and I didn't even think twice. I was like, yep, I'm in.
Oh shit.
So he gives me this what is it? It's a like a uniform, like you be working outside or whatever, like Carhartt, khaki pants, whatever, just to make it look like I work there and shit. So first thing I do, I dip off because I'm not actually going to be doing any work. I'm just looking like I'm going to be doing.
What type
work.
of employee? What?
I was just like maintenance and some shit.
Ah!
Yeah. So
You was a janitor.
Yeah. I'm the janitor. I said I could live with that.
Right.
I could live with that. I'm about to meet the big homie. So I go upstairs. There's hardly anybody there at that point in time, but it's a mound of sandwiches sitting on this platter. It's about probably like 40 or 50 sandwiches sitting on this platter. Mm-hmm. So I was like, I'm hungry, and I'm gonna take one. So when I go, the funny thing is, everybody that grabbed the sandwich grabbed from the front of the little sandwich pyramid. So when I grabbed the sandwich, the whole fucking thing fell over onto the ground, and I'm like, what the fuck? So I run from over there. I'm off to the side somewhere because I'm fucking up.
Oh my goodness.
Sandwiches everywhere. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna just lay low for a minute because I'm drawing too much attention right now. So everything is going. Yeah, that's pretty.
Definitely is.
Everything is going, and the music's going on. I end up bumping into Corrupt.
Oh
really
man.
really fly dude. Corrupt showed mad love, yo. He showed mad love, and that was my first time meeting him. You know what I'm saying? So then, as the night goes on, Snoop, he's out there rocking. He got that big ass Snoop when he performed. He got this big ass it's a mascot.
Oh
he
shit.
Uses and shit, and he dance and crip walking and all that shit. So
Snoop's so dramatic. Yeah, he's funny as shit.
So at the end of the night, near the end of the night, the show's over, and he goes in the back, and it's a whole bunch of smoke going on and shit and everything. I'm surprised. I'm like, damn, we here. I'm like, the police is standing right there.
Well, that's Snoop.
Like, Y'all walking through the smokes like
You got
y'all
medical
don't give
card.
a fuck.
You got medical
Y'all don't
card.
give a fuck.
What the fuck?
But so they's like, look, y'all, get ready, cause Snoop's gonna be, come out, so y'all can take pictures and shit. So I'm like, all right, cool. So he comes out, takes the pictures with the first group of people. I guess they worked in the lab or whatever the fuck they did. So I'm not part of any group. I gotta find a group to be a part of because I don't even fucking belong there. So I said, I'm gonna just jump in this group. So when I go over to jump into the group, security approaches me and they're like, you need to be cleaning up right now. Like, who is your supervisor?
Right.
And I thought about it.
Nigga, you on the clock.
And I was like, damn, I don't have a supervisor. So he's like, do you belong here? And I was like, pretty much the jig is up by this time. I'm like, look, brother, I just want to take a picture with Snoop right now. And he's like, you don't belong here, huh?
Oh shit.
He's like, you know what? He's like, go ahead. He's like, go ahead. You take the picture, and we'll talk after you take this picture. So he was cool. Shout out to Drexel, because they was cool.
Oh, that's what's up.
I did
They
get my
could have been on
picture.
some other shit.
Yeah, they really could have been on some other shit.
He works for Luther's janitorial service.
I was bookman off Good Times that day. Fuck
Jesus
it.
Christ. So did you start off being an MC or like producer first? Or just always like one thing?
MC all day.
Mm.
MC all day. I mean, I was going to private school, man. I was going to private school, and I remember this one day. This is a Catholic school, not just a private school. It was a Catholic school.
Which one?
Same as Ken.
I was going to St. Paul's in Burlington, New Jersey.
Okay, no. I'm
Yeah.
familiar with Jersey at all.
Yeah, I was going there. I couldn't have been in no more than maybe I don't know, 5th grade. They was really strict back then. Like the nuns could whip your ass, and they was real gangster back
Oh yeah,
Oh,
I
wow.
didn't go when
You
that was
couldn't do
happening.
shit. You couldn't do shit.
Who the fuck that none up?
Yo, they was gang. They would afford you too. Like it was a bunch of them too. Like
That's some cult shit.
With the
and they
ruler.
had with the ruler. I'm talking about with a paddle.
Oh,
this big,
no.
Oh
This thick.
shit.
I was in trouble every day. I was a badass. I ain't gonna even lie. I was in trouble all the time. And this one particular day, I decided. Matter of fact, no. What happened was, I had Slick Rick's tape. The one with children's story and all that. I don't know. So I'm in class and a damn thing falls out of my bag. Lick the Balls is the name of the single. So I'm like, damn, because my sister, my teacher, she looks and she peeps it, and for some reason she comes over and she confiscates it.
Mm.
And I'm like, you plan on giving that back, So she's like, no, I'm gonna hold on to this, and I need to speak to your parents about this.
Oh shit.
I don't like the titles of these songs. Treat her like a prostitute, lick the balls.
Oh shit.
I need to speak to your parents.
Sorry.
And I told them, I said, look, there isn't a fucking cassette in there. We need to, get past this. There's no cassette in there. It's empty.
Right.
She said, I want you to bring it in. I want you to bring it into school, and I need to talk to your parents. So
Bitch,
I was like, all right, I'm trying to smooth it over. So the next day I bring the shit in, and she takes it. She says, look, she said, what I have for you is I have some good Christian music for you.
No, she didn't.
So she keeps that. She gives that to me. Now, mind you, back then, I had to cut the grass in order to get money for fucking for cassettes and shit like that. So she takes the shit. So I was pissed off. So she calls my house or whatever. And long story short, next time I cut the grass, I got some money. I got another single by Slick Rick. Lick the Balls, yes. And, treated like a prostitute, was back in the cassette deck.
Oh my goodness.
That's crazy.
I mean, hey, this is some of the best fish I've ever had.
Wow. Yeah, Chef Eddie, you did this.
That was like something from Tom and Jerry.
Right.
Oh, cutie. Cutie. That's keep swimming. Growing up in the era of hip hop that you grew up in, how do you like the outcome of hip hop today? How do you feel about the outcome of hip hop today?
Hip hop is dope. It'll always be dope. You know, of course, there's some things that I wish would change, but I'm gonna say this: like a lot of people talk shit about mumble rap.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay with me.
Yeah.
Mumble rap is perfectly fine with me. You know, like I see people wearing shirts and shit. No more mumble rap, all this other shit. To me, the first thing is about the energy that it conveys. You know what I'm saying? All I care is what does it make you? How does it make you feel?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's all that matters. So I don't hate on any genre of music or any or the way that it's hip hop is growing at all. I just don't like I don't like stuff that's too gimmicky though. I'll say that though. I prefer stuff that's not gimmicky. You know, but hip hop is dope, man. Like hip hop.
Like, what's an
example?
example? Oh, we gonna get into that. Yeah, the hip hop gave you identity. What's an example of like you think gimmicky hip hop?
Gimmicky was 6ix9ine. That shit was gimmicky.
Yeah. Okay.
If you're gonna be gimmicky, let it translate. You know what I'm saying? If it's gonna be gimmicky, it's okay because a lot of hip hop artists was gimmicky and we loved them. You know what I'm saying? Like in my era, you know what I'm saying? Like if that's your identity, if it happens to be a little gimmicky, so what? Who would get rid of Digital Underground? Who would get rid of Shock G's, Humpty Hump? You know what I'm saying? How much more gimmicky can you be than a dude that's wearing a nose, a fake nose and mustache?
Right. Right.
Like, come on. But you loved it.
That was some creative shit though, like just to make your character.
And he had me going too. He had me going for a few months because I thought it was two of them niggas. Like, I really thought there was Humpty Hump and then there was Shock G over here. And then somebody broke the news to me and I was just like...
No, they the same nigga.
Yeah, the same dude. Yeah, I like where hip hop is though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just wish we ain't like, as far as like the violence and stuff that's associated, it's one thing to say certain things, because it's okay for people in the movies to say that shit, you to be violent on TV, and they're perfectly fine. But then when it comes to hip hop, it becomes a stigmatism. I don't mind those lyrics because those lyrics actually happen. It's just I don't want us to be doing that. I don't want us to be violent towards each other. That's the only thing. You know what I'm saying? If you you got guns and shit in your neighborhood, drugs, and that's what you see, cool. That's fine. You know, but when we turn on each other, you know, that's the issue that I have.
That nigga got his mouth open. Like, what's good? You know, like, what's good? Excuse me. But me, as a younger generation person, 25 years old, I respect, you know, the golden eras of hip hop. I respect it. I've like, in a sense, grew up to that shit too, because my mom was blast. My mom is a crazy hip hop head, and she's blasting that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? In the house, you know, every day, and so I've always been around hip hop. Is she walking outside?
No.
I've always been around hip hop. Like, my mom was a poet back in the day. All my uncles fucking spit. You know what I mean? They rap or whatever. So I was just always around that shit. So then I got into hip hop on some tip, like, I would go to the studio with my uncles and I'm like, you know, see what the engineer was doing. And I'm like, yo, I can do this shit. Like, this shit seem lit.
Ooh, the sauce.
I know.
You try the sauce, yeah.
What that?
Yeah, you guys try the sauce.
Yeah, I was fucking it up, see?
Okay.
She was pouring it on the fish. Why she
I'm
dipped the whole fish
I'm
in it?
over here sleeping.
No, use that one, brother.
Okay.
I double dipped all up in there. And I got a cold, so.
I'll just be okay.
Yeah. Cold, I'm coughing, it's different. But just being around that shit and being in the studio, seeing the engineer, I'm like, yo, I can do this shit. Like, this shit is fun. Like, this nigga, all he do is stare at a computer screen all day and mix and match the music and record music and smoke weed. That's a job for me.
Yeah.
You know? So, I was on some shit like, I'm gonna go to school for it. So I went to the Art Institute
That's dope.
for a little bit. I didn't finish though, but I went for a little bit. Then I was watching YouTube and everything that the teacher was talking about, I was learning on YouTube. So then I said, I don't even know if I really need to go to this motherfucker anymore, like the school. Something happened with the tuition or whatever, so now I'm not going. And I was really just learning on YouTube how to do all this shit. Then 2017 or whatever, 2016, I tried to take like producing music seriously. And then I was like depressed, so I fell back. Then I tried again in 2018, then got depressed and fell back. So now it's 2020 and I kind of like re-ramped everything. Like I'm not upset that I'm not doing music right now. I just felt like I love music so much. Long as I'm doing something with music, this is why I have these artist mukbangs.
Yeah.
Long as I'm around it and I'm talking about it, I feel good.
But you dope though. I heard something and
Thank you.
I don't fake moves when it comes. I'm brutally honest, and I'm like, look, it's okay, because I did the same thing. I actually took like 2 years off because I felt that I didn't think it was a mature thing to do. I'm like, man, I got kids. I gotta, this music it ain't bringing in no money right now. I'm over here. I'm playing games.
Yeah.
I'm chasing pipe dreams, and then the thing about it too is relationships can mess things up. You definitely want to be with somebody that supports you in your dreams and your goals. You know
Absolutely.
what I'm saying? Because if you don't have that, it just makes it 100 times harder. You know what I'm saying?
That's so true, That is so true.
So I decided to after going through a breakup and everything, I was just like, you know what? I need something to keep myself busy. I need to get back in tune with myself, and that was my therapy. Hip hop was my therapy.
Yes.
I could put my mind someplace where I wasn't worried about anything. You know what I'm saying? It was like a sanctuary almost. Because you know how it is when you banging some joints out. You ain't thinking about you there in the moment. You ain't worried about your cell phone bill. You ain't worried about none of that extra shit.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? So
girl upstairs sleep. Y'all ain't been to bed for real together in months. You know what I mean?
Like 2 strong months.
It was like 3.
Yeah. Like when I would go to bed, she would be in the studio, and then when I was getting up to go to work, she'd be going to bed.
Yeah, like that's what it was. I don't want to.
If she went to bed.
Go down.
you get inspired at different times too. So that's the crazy thing.
I let her be
You never
great.
know. Like when you hot, you got that hot hair, you want to stay on it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I let her be great.
yeah.
She was very supportive in it. And especially when we created this, it was just like, we gonna level the fuck up, you know what I mean?
That's dope, man. That's dope.
So that shit you're saying is very important because I've missed out on a lot of opportunities for the sake of love. A lot.
I don't know.
Like, you feel what I'm saying? So, creative people, you gotta find partners that gonna motivate you. You know what I mean? And inspire you and support you. So, yeah, I respect that for her.
Like you really gotta be in love with the craft. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to understand how much of it is a part of you. You know what I'm saying? Like, what would you be if that, like I would be missing a part of my identity. If I wasn't into hip hop. This is where I got my swagger from. You know what I'm saying? This is hip hop that, being a part of this, I learned how to stroll as a kid. You know what I'm saying? I stayed cool. This shit helped me stay cool. This shit, especially coming up, because I went to school with a bunch of white kids. It just helped me have more of an identity.
Hip hop?
Yeah, because I, like I said, I was going to private school and I was into it very heavily, and I understand now, in retrospect, you know what I'm saying, I understand why that teacher didn't want me to listen to certain things, because it definitely was an influence, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even to today, the stuff that you listen to as an adult or whatever, you might not think so, but different shit affects your mood state, your mind state, so, but
Cause That's true. If I'm in a certain mood, I want to listen to certain type of shit, and then like, all right, prime example, I'm sad as fuck. I'm crying all day. I purposely put on sad music
To cry more.
to cry more. What kind of insane person does that?
You gotta get it out.
You know what I mean? Like I put on that shit, so now I'm sitting there like making myself worse, but somehow it
It's
feels
bringing you
good.
comfort
You know what I
in a
mean?
sense.
It's so weird. Like
Yeah.
it's so weird.
I try not to cry. I try to, try to stay uplifted. I have my days though. Everybody has their days. You know what I'm saying?
I cry often.
Yeah.
I cry often, man. I have to because if I don't cry, that shit is bottled up, and then I explode, and then it's like, it's not good for nobody.
It's a big one.
It's not healthy. So I like to at least, get that. I'm a yeller. So that's why I really want to go to that thing where you break. That room where you
Yeah,
break
we're gonna
shit.
go to that break thing.
Cause I don't know, like I be trying not to go off, and I be going off on little shit.
Yeah.
I be trying not to go off.
Well, I mean, if you smoke weed, that should ease a couple of things, right? That should kind of mellow you out, right?
It actually happens when she's not smoking weed. So like if we working,
We need to keep her supplied up then.
I'll be trying. I'm like, man, you want me to go grab?
I don't know how no patience for dumb shit, and I think that's why I fell back from music, like dealing with these whack ass artists. And and I don't mean whack and like they're corny,
But the
but
artists
like
that not
they work
serious
ethic,
about their job.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Having to deal with that shit stressed me the fuck out, and I felt myself spazzing a lot. You know what I mean? Just going off. So I'm just like, yo, let me chill the fuck out, take a step back, and I created this, like literally, and then I went to a producer showcase, and I said, babe, I gotta prepare for this beat, I gotta prepare for this producer showcase. She's like, well, just sit down,
It
calm
was
down.
battling.
No, it wasn't. It was like a open studio producer thing. Like you just come in, play your beats and shit. And I was like, I haven't created anything in a year. I need something new, and I created something, and it was good.
On the spot, it wasn't something that you already made. It was
Oh
something.
no, no, it wasn't on the spot. It was like something I already made. So say like the showcase was on a Saturday.
Mhm.
I was like preparing myself all week to make sure I had a beat for Saturday.
Yeah.
So I made it, and when I played that in front of people, everybody liked it. So I'm like, maybe I could do this again. And then came home and never touched my equipment.
You just gotta stay around people. Like, I'm a motivator. Like, if you're around me, I'm like a motherfucking drill sergeant, yo. I'm like, yo.
Her. That is
Like, yo,
Sam.
did this get done yet? What's up with that?
Yeah.
Let's go here. I'm really innovative too, in a positive way though.
Yeah,
You always want
absolutely.
to have good energy, you know what I'm saying?
When it comes to music, I don't have that because my uncles and stuff, they're at that point where they're not doing music anymore. They're not rapping. You know what I mean? They're like focused on, not retirement because they're not that old, but they're focused on like how can we get a bag to secure, you know what I mean? Secure what they got on. They got families and shit.
Yeah.
So they're not, focused on like music shit. You know what I mean? All my homies who I was close with, who did music, they all fell back from it too.
Yeah.
So nobody in my circle right now is on some music shit.
Yeah.
So we're on some this food shit, like you know what I mean. So that's why I felt really good when I went to the producer open mic joint.
Yeah.
I felt really good. I'm like, because I was around other producers, music folks, and I was like, yes, like this feels like home. And then when you come back to your home, it's like, oh, you know what I mean? Like I never touched my beat machine again.
So what do you use? What do you use?
I use Logic.
Mhm.
I got I forgot the name of it, but it's right there. As you can see, the black one. It's next to the pink bag.
Okay.
Yeah, I use that, and I use the software Logic.
Sorry, I don't know that, but I do have a skill.
But yeah, I just gotta get myself surrounded around music and shit. That's why I want to go back to open mics and I was going to open mics heavy. and then I just stopped or whatever. So I want to get back, going to open mics, get some inspiration, being around other creative and like-minded individuals.
So what is the ultimate goal?
For me,
Yeah.
the ultimate goal.
Everything.
Everything. I can literally, I'm interested in everything. Like, I just want to be like, I want this to be successful. I want to, have my platform, to the highest that it can be, helping black culinary.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if I'm really interested in making music anymore, but I really like this whole aspect of interviewing.
Mm-hmm.
And media, which is, I found a new love for it. So I'm really interested in that. But the ultimate goal, I want to get into distribution and manufacturing.
Mm-hmm.
And, us as black folks, we don't have many black, distributors,
Mm-hmm.
So I realized that that's a lane that I really want to get into. So music distribution, food distribution, stuff like that. So that's what I'm really, the ultimate goal. Real estate,
Oh,
just a little bit of everything,
Yeah, that's dope.
So this right now is entertainment, but if you know any mogul, any very successful people, they don't rely on one source of income. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah. Diversity.
right.
Diversity.
You know what I mean? So that's basically what it is. The entertainment is the start, but it's not the finish.
So what you do? So you see yourself maybe acting?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. But I want some funny shit. Like, I ain't trying to get serious. You know what I mean? Like, I want some funny, like, comedy type time. I can see that.
I got a chance to work with Michael B. Jordan. Remember when they came to Philly, they shot Creed, the first one?
Mm-hmm.
It was a really, really dope experience.
Oh, that's lit.
You know what I mean? I'm trying to think. What's her name? She was a girlfriend.
Tessa Thompson.
Tessa Thompson.
Oh, yeah.
Sweetheart. She's such a sweetheart. I was sitting in the audience. It was like a group of us around the ring, and she was kind of like lipping something. You could only she was saying something, but she wasn't really using her voice.
Mm-hmm.
But she was looking at me, and everybody was like, they kind of like looked to the side like, yo, she's talking to you. And she was like, you have beautiful eyes. And I was like, yo, I think I'm too dark to blush, but I swear, at that point in time, I was red.
Oh, my goodness.
All the Indian was on my cheeks.
So I'm gonna be the one to go there.
What?
So you, how can I say? You're not really that dark. Like neither is sounds.
No, I'm a dark-skinned person.
Like y'all not.
I know I'm not dark-skinned. But I'm not light-skinned.
No, you're not light skinned. Y'all about to say complexion.
Yeah.
So you blushing. I can see.
Yeah,
You're
I
not
was
really
definitely.
that.
I was though. But see, black people really don't say that though.
Mm-hmm.
We really don't say, "Oh, I was blushing." You really don't get that from us. You know what I'm saying?
That's the fact.
But I do, but when it's cold enough outside, yeah, tip of my nose and my ears get red. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
That one too. Yes.
I'm
You look
darker.
like Rudolph. Sis.
Say I'm a 16, 17, 18, 19-year-old young cat growing up in the hood. I'm in poverty, but I want to be a hip-hop artist. What advice do you have for that young fella or that young sister?
You gotta be willing to sacrifice. And when I say sacrifice, it's whatever it takes. A lot of times you can't go hang out with your homies. Every time they go do something, you gotta stay home and write. You gotta stay home and practice your craft. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
You gotta stay out of trouble too. Like growing up, we was into a lot. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, of course, you might want to smoke and stuff like that, but you want to keep it in moderation. You don't want to be consumed You always got to put your craft first.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? How many times you see somebody, you know, they can write and everything, but then they can't translate when it comes to being on the stage. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta practice your craft from beginning to end, and then be willing to see it through. You got to be around people that is willing to support you. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to be around like-minded people.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And know where you want to ultimately be. You know, like I ended up going back to school for this. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like being in school, but
Yeah.
you know, whatever's, you know, that's a sacrifice that has to be made.
Right. Absolutely.
You know, and staying the hell out of trouble. You know what I'm saying?
That's the key one, guys. Like our black youth, y'all gotta stay focused. And I understand that temptation is around and it's around you everywhere you go. Gotta have that strong mindset to say, just say no. Say,
As much as you can. As much as you can say no. You know, but I believe in, you know, doing you, but as long as you're responsible. If you like to smoke, drink, you know what I'm saying? As long as you're responsible
Absolutely.
with the things that you do. You know what
don't
I'm saying?
drink and drive.
Yeah, don't drink and drive.
Absolutely. Like,
And you can't drink with everybody. And you can't smoke with everybody.
yeah. Absolutely. So I'm all for that. So I appreciate this interview, brother.
I appreciate being here.
It was a great interview. Learned a lot, man. Definitely. Like, this is exactly what I wanted. I wanted, you know, an older, not, you know, I mean that utmost respect, older perspective. No, because you know, some old heads don't like me called old head.
I wear it well, though. That's the thing about it. You know
Absolutely.
what I'm saying? Whether you young or whether you older or old, you know what I'm saying? Walk with respect, treat people with respect,
Absolutely.
and give respect back. You know what I'm saying? And be humble. You know?
Absolutely. So I respect that. I respect, you know, the culture that your generation, you know, established, and I love hip hop because of their generation, of the golden eras. You know what I mean?
Word.
So I respect history. Period. That's just how I was raised. That's just how I, you know, how I am.
And that's what you
know
got to
I mean?
do too, man. Like a lot of people, you want to be involved in music, you want to be involved in hip hop. Learn the history.
Yes.
Learn where it started. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Understand the culture.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Whether it's breaking, popping, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? Get all the way involved and learn where it originates.
Absolutely. So, real quick, tell the Eats4Beats family where they can find you on social media, get in contact with you, maybe even, you know, get a beat or two.
Well, I mean, you could go to Fall of Rome 476 on Instagram.
Hey.
I'm not giving my number out, you know. Instant message me or something like that.
Slide in the DMs.
We got some stuff on satellite radio that's popping.
Nice.
You know, what is it? What song is that? The song in there was brand. It's called, damn, what is the name of that song? Brand name. Brand name. I'm not gonna say the other part, but because I don't want to put the N word out there like that. But yeah, that's on satellite radio. That's with Fame from MOP.
Okay.
And my homie Alshon. And you know, shout out to the CNN. Shout out to Sev. You know what I'm saying? You know, big things is happening this year. And to everybody out there that's loving hip hop like I do, you know what I'm saying? Peace and blessings.
Absolutely.
And you know, it's a lot more that's gonna be coming from us, you know. 2020
is, I feel like, Black Entrepreneur Year. I just felt great things, positive vibes, and good energy. So I wish you the best, brother, in 2020 and beyond. And real quick, Eats4Beats website is up and running. Go get that hoodie. Go get that t-shirt. Go get that hat. We got pins. We got all types of shit. We got stickers if you want to put a sticker on the back of your car. I don't fucking know what you like to do, you weirdo. But go to Eats4Beats and get that merch. And shout out to Just the Image podcast, powered by Eats4Beats. Your host is Candace Jasmine. And go listen to that. Episode 4 dropped yesterday. Go check that out. The Mill. Jesus Christ, this Mill.
It's phenomenal.
Chef Fatty's Islands. What it was called? What the fuck was it called?
Oh, Chef Fatty's Island.
Chef Fatty's Island. Chef Fatty, you already know you always put your foot in every fucking thing that we do.
Thank you.
Fall of Rome. Mo Sounds. Eats4Beats.
We out.
We out.